Today I will be making lavender shortbread cookies and delicious chicken balls that is so good. And I'll be making a refreshing watermelon drink. And I still have time to feed my sourdough starter, and I will be taking you along outside where I will be feeding my little earthworms in my flower bed. So let's get started. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is so good to be with you all. It has been too long since we last chat. If you're new here, my name is Terry and I live in the Georgia mountains. Before we get started, I had some table scraps from breakfast and I thought I would take you along outside with me where I have a flower bed full of earthworms. The soil is so rich and I can't believe I'm actually holding these little worms. I remember a long time ago when I went fishing with Dad, he would laugh at me. I couldn't even hold these worms in my hand to bait the fishing hook. But it's amazing how things have changed now. Okay, now since I washed my hands and I'm back in the kitchen, I decided to make some lavender shortbread cookies. I shared the recipe last year in one of my videos, and I will put the recipe in the description box below. I did modify the recipe a little bit by using a little bit of my sourdough starter, and I put about a half a cup and then a cup and a half of plain flour. And that was the only thing I did different this time. This summer has flew by so fast. I've been so busy. I really didn't feel like I had much of a summer, but we did have some family stay with us this summer, and I did stay busy with them. So that was probably why it went by so fast. So now I'm back into my normal routine, trying new recipes, and yeah, so I'm back online, back on the YouTube channel. So I'm hoping I'll have some more new recipes out for y'all. It's been a good few months since I met up with a good friend of mine that lives down the road. We usually meet once a week and we'll make anything, try new recipes and get together and we'll just talk for a few hours, and it's really nice to have a good friend like that. So I highly encourage you, if you have a good friend, if they live close by, visit them, spend some time with them. If they don't live close by, pick up that phone and just, call them up, and just talk to them. It will do both of y'all some good. And it's, a friend is someone that you can count on or who can make the difference in life. It's friendships can be very important for many reasons. It can provide a link to the community by helping to prevent loneliness and depression and allowing for continued social interaction. A good friend provides compassion, concern, empathy, help and guidance when needed, encouraging and reassuring when times are difficult, and being there for each other even in challenging times. once I got these cookies shaped, I'm going to go ahead and put the remaining of the sugar on top, just sprinkle a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the lavender flowers, just a few, on each cookie and kind of like just press it in on top of the cookie. And I will be putting these cookies in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and let them set before I put them in the oven. Okay, so I'll put these in the oven. So while my cookies are baking, it's a good time to feed my sourdough starter. So as you see here, I have a little bit of sourdough starter in a big jar and I need to feed it. So there's many ways you can do it. So I can just tell you the way I do it. I measure 114 grams of plain flour and I measure 114 grams of water. And I put the flour and the water in the jar of the sourdough that I already have. And I mix it very well. For beginners, if you have never done sourdough before, I will try to make another separate video and provide the instructions on that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start the recipe for the ground up chicken balls. I've been trying to cut back on ground beef and pork and eat more chicken and fish, and I came across this recipe instead of having sausage balls to have chicken balls. So I'm going to try this recipe and oh gosh, it was so good. Like I said before, I would put the recipe in the description box below. But what I'm doing here is taking half an onion and shredding it into small pieces. And then I used some fresh garlic. And for the meat, I'm using ground chicken breast. And I'm adding all the spices together. And I'm putting my garlic that I cut up in there. Putting my onions in there too. I'm using breadcrumbs. I'm using Parmesan shredded cheese, 1 egg, and then I'll just stir it up in my hands. And I made probably about 12 to 16 small little 1-inch balls, and I put them in the oven. Made them maybe about 30 minutes. I can't remember now. But like I said, I'll put the instructions in the description box below. They were so good. This particular day was so hot and humid outside, and when I made this watermelon drink, oh my gosh, I could have drank the whole thing. The recipe called for 6 cups of watermelon, but I can only put 4 cups of watermelon in my blender. It asks for some lemon zest and a half of lemon juice from a half a lemon. And I just put that all in a blender and blend it very well and put it in a sealed container, and it stayed fresh for days. And I served it with a touch of mint leaves on top. Oh, it was so good with some ice cubes. Very delicious. So that's it for today. I highly encourage to talk to a good friend and spend some time with them and make some delicious recipes. And I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I will talk to y'all very soon. God bless you and your family.